What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Drop, the weekly show where I let you know what games are coming out across the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Switch, the PC, whatever they might be coming out on, we will talk about them right here. Very exciting week. We have Warhammer Chaosbane coming out on top of a big expansion for Elder Scrolls Online, and some other stuff worth mentioning as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. To kick things off this week, we have Warhammer Chaosbane coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. In a world ravaged by war and dominated by magic, you are the last hope for the Empire of Man against the Chaos Hordes. Playing solo or with up to 4 in local or online co-op, choose a hero from 4 character classes with unique and complementary skills, and prepare for epic battles wielding some of the most powerful artifacts of the old world. And of course, some bullet points. The first hack and slash set in the Warhammer fantasy world, told through an all-new story written by Mike Lee, a Black Library author, and featuring a soundtrack composed by Chance Thomas. Ferocious battles. From the sewers of Nuln to the ruined streets of Prague, fight your way through monster hordes using over 180 different powers. Activate your Bloodlust, a devastating skill to escape the most perilous situations. 4 character classes, each with unique skills and customization. A soldier of the Empire who can take heavy damage. A dwarf specializing in melee combat. A high elf who deals range damage by manipulating magic, or a wood elf who lays deadly traps and wields a bow like no other. A double XL bestiary with over 70 monsters aligned with the Chaos Gods and unique bosses. Battle Nurgle's minions, Khorne spawn, and waves of other vile creatures. The game has been optimized for co-op, solo or with up to 4 players, local or online. The class synergy and interface have been designed for co-op. Combine different skills and powers to create even more devastating effects, and of course, a very high replay value is in Warhammer Chaosbane. Story mode, a boss rush mode, countless dungeons, and regular updates offer a rich and varied gaming experience, and with 10 difficulty levels, you can find the right challenge to test your abilities. Now, the game as it stands is a pretty cool concept. It's a hack and slash dungeon crawler set in the world of Warhammer, which of course, there's a lot that can be done in the world of Warhammer, which is a good asset to have. At the same time, the game came out on May the 31st on PC on Steam, and so there have been many reviews of the game that have it sitting at a mixed rating currently that give a little bit of constructive criticism, if you would like to call it that. At the end of the day, people are saying that basically the game is relatively repetitive. It just doesn't have a lot of depth to it, and when you take that into consideration, it's easy to understand why people that paid $50 to $60 on launch are maybe a little bit upset. But with that being said, if you are a fan of the dungeon crawling, if you are a fan of the hack and slash style combat, then you might want to at the very least put Warhammer Chaosbane on your wish list to know when it goes on sale, etc., just to give it a look. But if you do want to pick it up, it's coming out this week on the PC, the PS4, and the Xbox One. Next up, we've got Elder Scrolls Online Elsweyr coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC, and of course this is an expansion for the ever-growing Elder Scrolls Online universe. Dragons return to Tamriel in the Elder Scrolls Online Elsweyr, part of the Season of the Dragon year-long adventure. Explore the savannas and canyons of Elsweyr, defend the home of Khajiit from an ancient evil, and command the undead with Necromancer class. Venture to Elsweyr, explore the Khajiit homeland, a land ravaged by warfare, defend against dragons, scale terror attacks from the skies, seek new allies and weapons to take them down. A year-long epic tale, ESO reaches new storytelling heights with a war against dragons told across a chapter and 3 DLC game packs, and wield the power of necromancy. Master control over life and death with a character class that channels the undead. I'm not sure if it's just because WoW Classic is coming out, but it seems like there's a general excitement in the gaming industry about MMOs, and that includes Elder Scrolls Online. I've seen a lot of streamers playing the game recently, I've seen a lot of people talking about the game recently, and Elsweyr looks to be a very cool expansion coming to ESO. Of course, the game has grown drastically since it launched a couple of years back, and even though it had a rough patch, I would say ESO is back on the track to recovery. So if you do want to dive into a brand new expansion and check out the dragons and the Khajiit homeland, you can check out Elder Scrolls Online Elsweyr when it hits this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Next up, we've got Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth coming out on the 3DS. That's right, the Nintendo 3DS. Prepare to fight a mysterious world of film in Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth, a challenging dungeon crawler for the Nintendo 3DS. The Phantom Thieves are on another adventure as they find themselves trapped within a series of labyrinthine movies, each with its own unique twist and turns themed after various movie genres. Along the way, you will encounter other like-minded heroes who possess the will and strength to help you in your journey. But who is this mysterious girl Hikari, and how will the cast escape from this cinematic entanglement that transcends time and and space. Joker takes center stage. Experience a thought-provoking story from the perspective of the protagonist from Persona 5 as you, along with the other Phantom Thieves, meet the C's from Persona 3 and the investigation team from Persona 4 in a cinematic world. Persona 3's portable female heroine steals the spotlight. Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth will feature the long-awaited addition of P3P's female heroine, who will play a pivotal role in your adventure through the silver screen. Paying homage to the classics, explore a series of labyrinths parodying popular film genres with plenty of references true film fans will love. We've got company. Persona Q2 expands on Persona Q and Persona 5's combat systems, including a new unison feature. By completing side quests, certain groups and pairings will team up to unleash their own special attack. And of course, for the world cinema aficionados, immerse yourself in Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth thanks to its Japanese voice audio track with English subtitles. This will mark the first time many fans will hear the original Japanese voices of the Persona 3 cast. So, a Persona game coming out on the Nintendo 3DS in 2019. I suppose that's pretty cool. Now, if you've been following along on the channel for a while, you'll know that Persona really isn't my thing, and there is no chance in hell that I'll ever be playing this. But I know a ton of people out there love Persona, and so I did want to mention it, and if you do want to pick it up, again, Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth is coming out on the 3DS this week. And finally, we have Moto GP 19 coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Moto GP 19 celebrates the passion for motorsports. The official video game of the most popular motorcycle championship in the world is back with a new chapter full of surprises. Official 2019 content. Not unofficial. This isn't your bootleg content. This is the official content. All the adrenaline of the 29th season right in your hands. Race with all the official riders of the MotoGP, Moto2, 3, Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup classes on 19 different tracks. All of the passion of the MotoGP from the 502 strokes to the modern era. Access the historical challenges mode and relive the most exciting rivalries through time attacks and specific scenarios to recreate the moments that shaped the history of the MotoGP. More than 50 legendary riders, over 35 bikes, and 3 additional historical tracks. Neural AI. Compete with a faster, smarter, and more accurate AI based on machine learning that will identify your actions and react accordingly. The best racing experience ever is waiting for you. And of course, dedicated servers. The addition of dedicated servers has made playing online more fun than ever. Challenge your friends in different modes. Public lobby. Create a fully customizable lobby. Number of laps, weather, sessions, all able to be customized. Or scroll through the list of lobbies available and pick your favorite one. A private lobby. Create a custom event and challenge your friends, and Race Director allows you to choose the starting grid, give penalties, and direct the race. Customization and graphic editors. Free your imagination with new tools and make your rider unique. Create your style by choosing from the most complete section of accessories and brands ever, and have fun with the new graphic editor. Combine fonts and shapes to customize your helmet or download the ones created by other players, and of course, Career, designed for all types of players, from rookies to veterans of the series. Choose whether to follow Career and climb the leaderboards right up to MotoGP, or focus on the pro career and race like a real pro. Within the racing genre of the gaming industry, there is a sharp lack of motorcycle content. It seems like everybody's infatuated with NASCAR and with street racing and with stuff like Gran Turismo, etc., but nobody really focuses on motorcycles specifically. That's where MotoGP 19 comes in, and that's where its predecessors have as well. Although the game itself doesn't look as good as something like a Forza or even a Gran Turismo, it's palatable, it's fine, it's good. And so if you are a fan of MotoGP, if you're a fan of motorcycle racing, and if you want to just check out a new racing experience, MotoGP 19 is coming out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and of course the PC. And to round out today's show, we have a couple of honorable mentions. First off, Slay the Spire is coming to the Nintendo Switch, a very cool card game. Journey is coming to PC, of course originally on the PS3, then ported to PS4, now coming out on PC via the Epic Games Store. Trover Saves the Universe, one that we talked about last week, actually headlining that episode, came out on the PSVR, now jumping over to the PC. And of course, Octopath Traveler, a Nintendo Switch exclusive for a period of time, is also going to be launching on the PC this week. And so that wraps up this week's episode of The Drop. Of course, if you are brand new here, click that subscribe button and stay up to date with the top gaming news, because there is a podcast hosted 5 days a week. This video launches on Sundays, and who knows, you might occasionally find something over on the weekend on Saturday as well. But without further ado, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. I will talk to you soon, and peace.